Hello my friends, today I am going to shoot the Smith & Wesson 500 with some very special rounds. I'm going to shoot it with black powder. Before you start raising hell in the comment section, I'm going to tell you why. I like to think ahead, and although I hope that the future is going to be bright and wonderful and everybody's going to have all their dreams come true, I don't consider myself a prepper, but what if sometime in the future I can't just go to the store and buy some bullets? What if bullets are in incredibly short supply? What if we have a zombie apocalypse, you know, and everybody blows through all their ammo and there's no ammo left? In such a situation, I might want a gun that I can carry as a pistol that will always work and from which I can shoot black powder. Now, a revolver is super simple. It always works. This one's very durable. It shoots a very powerful round. It's got a large bore, so it can shoot a 50 caliber diameter bullet. And if you don't have access to bullets or reloading materials, I can make black powder from scratch. I can make the potassium nitrate. I have a stockpile of sulfur and I've got a stockpile of charcoal. I can make black powder till the cows come home. Now, what about primers? Trust me, I have a lifetime supply of primers for this bad boy. So I can reload to eternity and I'll be good. So if you want to know where all the primers went a couple years ago, yeah, I bought them all. Just kidding. Yeah, I do have a substantial number of primers. I got more primers than I'll ever need. I'm 100% sure of that. So I got the shells, got the primers. I can make the black powder. It's not hard to melt lead into a mold and make more bullets. Today, I'm going to shoot this gun with balls that were made for black powder guns, for muzzle loading guns. I want to show you guys how they perform and just have some fun with it. I know in the past I've heard people say, oh, it's dangerous to load black powder into modern firearms because black powder is an explosive and modern firearms use propellant. So black powder will explode your gun. Here's the truth of the matter. Yes, black powder is an explosive. Yes, modern smokeless powder is a propellant. Yes, if you light black powder in the open, it will explode. If you ignite modern smokeless powder in the open, it'll just burn really fast, like a propellant would, okay? But what these people don't understand is that the smokeless powder has significantly more stored energy than the black powder. And when smokeless powder is confined and it's ignited while confined and compressed, it will explode just like black powder does in the open. But it'll explode with many times the force. So that's why, for the most part, it's safe to shoot black powder out of a modern firearm. Now, one of the problems that everybody's going to get when you shoot black powder is that you got to clean your gun immediately because the residue from the burnt black powder is incredibly corrosive. So if you don't clean your firearm immediately after you shoot it, then you're probably going to eventually have issues. So I will be cleaning my pistol immediately afterward. Okay, so I got a box of these. I don't know if you can see, but right there. These are from shells that I've already shot. I've deprimed them and I've put in a new primer. This is basically a musket ball, and you can see it fits in there nicely. For this experiment, I'm going to be using Pyrodex, which is actually a black powder equivalent. This is a triple FG equivalent of black powder. I'm going to go ahead and put some black powder in here. I'm going to put this on, and I'm going to load my gun because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. You know, I'm not going to show you guys me putting the black powder in and putting the ball on, okay? I don't want to break any rules or get in trouble with YouTube, so not going to do that. But in a second, you'll see that I have some loaded rounds. Let me show you what I got there. Got my loaded shells. Now I'm gonna put them in the gun. So I've got it loaded. As you can see, the shells there, and you can see the musket balls, how they are loaded into the shells there. Went through all of them. So you know this has some power. Well, about a ½ inch deep, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's cracked all along here. So yeah, doesn't look like it's effective against concrete, but it blew right through 2 gallons of water. That's pretty good. So I don't think you're going to be getting any big game with this. So let me show you something. See how dirty it is, the black powder makes it? Man, it's going to take some serious cleaning to get this bad boy in shape. That's just horrendous. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I confess, it's like almost a 0 chance I will ever need to make bullets out of black powder. The chance of me having to make 500 Smith & Wesson cartridges with black powder is next to 0. I've already got over 1,000 rounds of 500 Smith & Wesson cartridges, you know, the regular kind that shoots smokeless powder, and so I'm set. So I probably never need this, but I like to keep all my options open. I like options. I like to know that I'm set in any scenario. Anything that life has to offer, I want to be ready for. Plus, sometimes it's fun shooting black powder. I don't think I would be hunting large game with this. Definitely would not feel comfortable protecting myself against the grizzly bear with this. The rounds would probably bounce off the grizzly bear or barely pierce his skin. I don't know, but I'm sure you could hunt small game. You might even be able to catch a deer with this. Here's another thing. I just thought, hey, what about this idea? Use them as self-defense rounds. Why not? Check this out. Somebody pulls a gun on you. You fire. Not only do you probably hit them with a big round, they're not going to be able to see you because there's like a 20-foot diameter plume of black smoke around you. They're not going to be able to aim. Trust me, I get the downsides. There's definitely downsides to using black powder for self-defense. Self-defense rounds are highly tuned to be effective in self-defense. You're just throwing a 50 caliber ball at 1,000 feet per second, and yeah, it's going to cause some damage, but it may not cause the damage that you need to eliminate the threat. You know what? This is just an experiment. I'm sure my comment section is going to blow up with people saying how stupid I am shooting the black powder out of a 500 Smith & Wesson. You know, how I ruined my gun, or I know I'm going to get some other comments from you guys telling me other ways in which I'm stupid. So for you couch cowboys, I invite you to start a YouTube channel reviewing guns, and let me know what your channel is. I'll definitely watch your videos and comment back. I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to try to shoot a projectile out of the gun. I'm going to try to shoot one of those musket balls out of this gun without putting any black powder in. So the primers actually explode when you shoot them. That explosion may or may not be enough power to propel the ball out of the barrel. I want to run a quick test and see if it'll work. It did it. It shot it right out of there. That was cool. So I hope you guys liked this video. I put a lot of work into it. If you like this video, go ahead and click that like button. If you value the Second Amendment, please subscribe to my channel. And if you love watching gun videos, I've got a ton of cool guns that I shoot on my channel. I've got well over 100 videos where I shoot and review guns. They're there for you to watch anytime, day or night. I appreciate you coming today. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Love you. Goodbye.